Yo, or should I say howdy?
Howdy, partner. What's up?
We in here with the cowboy hats on today, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? Welcome to the second ever episode of RPPodcast. TKO. You see it. You see the shirt. You see the merch. You see the merch. TKO. Got the black one, the white one. TKO, man. We are here to talk boxing. Here to talk boxing. Of course, I am your boy, Cam.
Hey, and I'm your
boy.
Newton. No Newton. And I'm your boy, Coach Rell, Coach Miller. I'm him. I'm he.
He ain't no boxing coach, though.
I ain't no boxing coach.
It's all good, man. But we here, man. We here, man. So let's talk about it, man. We last week, well, this past weekend, should I say?
Let me get you going.
This past weekend, should I say? I'm glad you did it because I'll be in here for an hour and a half.
Let's go. Let's get it.
This past weekend, man, we had the privilege and opportunity to be, I will say, the only podcast on location.
Absolutely.
We were on location at Stable Hall in the Pearl in San Antonio, Texas, for the TMB Promotions press conference. They have a big fight here at the Tech Port.
March 29th.
March 29th. Weigh-in will be on the 28th. We'll be there.
Yes, sir.
March 29th, the fights. Doors open at 6.
We'll be there.
First bell at 7:30. We'll be there. Make sure y'all go get your tickets if you have not gotten your tickets.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you go get your tickets, man. Some of y'all had the opportunity to meet a couple of the other, well, I will say young men. One of them was a young man. The other two a little bit older, man. Some of the fighters that'll be showcasing their talents this for the bout, man. So just kind of talk a little bit about the experience, man.
Man, it was great, man. Got the opportunity to get on the other side of the boxing world, right? Like I've just been a fan, like going to the fights and kind of like cheering on on TV and doing that type of ordeal. But to be able to kind of to sit down with the boxers and kind of get a feel for them and their why, like why they box, right? Like, and kind of like you said this past weekend, like everybody has their own reason why they box. Some people need to box to get out of situations. Some people box because that's what they love to do, right? And one of the biggest takeaways that I took away from you is like, and I knew this already, but I like when you said it, you can't play boxing.
Can't play it all.
You can't play boxing.
You can't play
and so having the opportunity to be there with those guys, man, and you had guys coming from the valley, like from all over to that location and to display their why and kind of just be there in that light, man. It was great. It was a great opportunity,
for sure, man.
It was great.
I want to give a big shout out, man. I want to say this past Tuesday.
Okay.
Was this past? Yeah, when the Wi-Fi and stuff, it was Tuesday, right?
Yep.
This past Tuesday, man, I had the honor and the privilege to drop in at Pure Technik Boxing Gym over here in San Antonio, man, off of Fredericksburg Road area, man. Got a chance to meet the head trainer, coach in there, Coach Mays, former Olympic trainer, a big time cut man. Matter of fact, he was at the fights this past weekend with Tank and Roach.
Wow,
he was there.
Wow,
he has a fighter. She fights on Pro Box TV, and Lamont Roach is a Pro Box fighter. So that connection was there.
That's huge.
He was also, I think he might have worked in Ryo's corner. That was on the co-main event with he fought Gary Antoine Russell.
Okay.
For that belt. They were on the losing end of that bout. But got a chance to drop in the gym, man. Got a chance to watch some of the guys work. The guy that y'all all saw, man, was our first guest on the episode. AB.
Yep.
Mr. Austin Benson, who was also the San Antonio police officer here in the city, man, who also boxes professionally as a heavyweight. Got a chance to chop it up with him, man. He introduced me to everybody. Solid work, man.
What was that experience like? You walking in the gym?
It's been a while since I've been in a boxing gym like that in that capacity. I've been there obviously to see some things, but to be there during the hours that they're not open to the public, and for them to open their arms and let me come in,
it's different.
You know what I'm saying? And really get to see. I mean, he got a couple. Like I said, I mean, he's got she's a WBA champion right now. She just won her belt, I want to say end of January. Got another guy. I can't talk about it, man, but be on the lookout for him, man. Heavyweight, Mr. Tyrell. Got a big he has a big fight coming up, man. It hasn't been announced yet, so I'm gonna keep that, you know what I'm saying, in-house. Keep that,
can't spill it all.
Can't Can't give all that,
Can't
man.
get
But
all that away.
that experience was one of a kind that really makes you respect even more.
Facts.
I got to see. I want to give her these sauce because I know they didn't count. The guy that's headlining the card, the young man, he was in the training and getting some good sparring in.
Okay.
So I got to witness the sparring. I got to witness, the rounds of sparring. Take a certain amount of time break in between, and then get right back to work doing something else.
Yeah.
And it was like constantly. That's what it was. One group got out the ring from sparring, another group got in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to see everything from featherweights, lightweights to heavyweights in that sparring, man. Had strength conditioning coach on the side, working with another guy who's not in camp right now, just kind of just fine tuning, just staying on his grind, man. I got to see all of that. So yeah, man, they definitely got they all my love over there, man. At Pure Technique, man.
Hey man, don't be going to no more events and doing no more scoping out the skin while I'm at work.
I had to do it, bro.
Don't be going no more while I'm at work. I missed out.
You did, but I had to do it, man.
No, that's huge, bro.
I couldn't miss that opportunity, man. The doors was open for me, man.
Yeah.
Also, I talked to Coach Mays. I told him about trying to cover some guys, get some content, some footage, a little promo, highlight tape, whatever you want to call it, man, of just the gym in general. We got the clearance for that. Yeah. So we anytime we want to go in, we want to spar, or if we just want to work out, or if we want to strength conditioning part,
that's huge.
The doors are always open to
huge.
us. You know what I'm saying, with TKO, man. So much love to Pure Technique Boxing Gym, man. Like I said, if you're familiar with San Antonio, if you're not familiar with San Antonio, look them up on IG, man.
For sure.
Pure Technique, Pure.
Yep.
Technique is spelled TECHNIK.
Yep.
Boxing.
That's big, man. That's for me, man. It's exciting, right? Like, and you know this, and y'all will kind of probably know this or don't, but it's big because there's not a lot of light shine upon San Antonio.
No,
when it comes to sports in general,
only the ones that make it.
Yeah,
for sure. It's not a lot of. I'm not gonna. I don't want to cut you off, bro.
No, you good. You good.
Since it just popped in my head, I don't want to just boo boo on everybody else that are bigger with their shows.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what kind of groundwork they put in to get where they
facts.
are. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
I don't know if I can't say if they really got out the mud or they just jumped on a train.
Yeah, facts.
I can't say all that. But I know for us, when we first discussed going into boxing, it was more so of, hey man, we already shedding light on the kids. We already talk boxing all the time.
Yeah,
I'm watching boxing every weekend.
For sure.
I'm podcast.
Yeah,
I'm whatever. Hey, I'm in the group there. Hey, this person fighting, this person fighting, blah blah blah, woo woo. So I'm always talking boxing, anyways, along with football. So it's only natural for me. So with us already being about having a platform to let people show their purpose and their passion and their why. Like you said, to open up the show, man, it takes a different kind of person to get in that ring.
For sure.
Like you really got to have a purpose and a why, a true why as to why you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? So for us to be able to get the opportunity to shed some light on guys that are professional, meaning they have an amateur background for the most part. I want to say everybody in there had a pretty good amateur background, at least in that gym. To step out professionally, on the lower end, might be 5-0, might be 9-0, 11-0, whatever, what have you. But even people like, that's a lot of fights. Not really, not in the boxing world.
Yeah,
but that's still underground. That's still
so like 11-0. It's not a lot.
It depends, because it depends on where you fought. It depends on the level of competition that you fought. Because if you got in there, one thing you'll hear people say in boxing is it don't matter if you fight for 1 second or 36 minutes, your check is the same. You don't get paid overtime. So if I can get you out right now, I'm gonna get you out. Like I'm not gonna. If I can knock you out one punch,
why go 12 rounds?
Right,
I don't have to.
Right. And then as a beginner in the pro ranks, you're gonna go 4 rounds.
Yeah.
That might be the max. Then you slowly go up to 6, then you go up to 8, then you go up to 10. You know what I'm saying? The closer you get to a belt, and then obviously championship fights are all 12 rounds.
For sure.
But so somebody could be 11-0, but they might only fought a total of 11 minutes in those 11 fights, depending on who you get what I'm saying?
So that's not a lot of,
right. So it could be a lot. It could, because 9 times out of 10, if somebody's 11-0, they might have fought 11-0, you should be fighting 6 rounds. They might have fought 6 rounds once, maybe.
And that's just ballparking it.
Maybe.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it can be a lot or it cannot. So like it also depends on, like, you have people like Keyshawn Davis, who now is a champion, fighting with Top Rank. He was fighting on Top Rank, man. He was like 6-0 when he finally got his, you know what I'm saying? You can get pushed that way, but that's not the here.
Yeah.
You know, he had him and, you know, Olympian, him and 2 brothers, you know, living out in Vegas. You know, they was in the Terrence Crawford, Bud Crawford camp, you know, training with Bo Max. So you had people that really pushed you and shed the light on you to help you get that push.
Yeah.
Then here in San Antonio, you got people getting it out the mud.
Right.
So if we can, you know, do one of our passions and purpose and shedding light, why not do it?
Right. And that's kind of where I was kind of going with that is, man, like there's not a lot of, like, again, like light, like shining point of guys here, man. So like it's exciting to be able to, and again, not taking nothing away from anybody else, show or whatever they're doing, right? I can only speak on what we're doing, but it's exciting to be able to kind of get out, man, and go face to face with these guys and talk to them and ask them questions and, you know what I'm saying, get a feel for them and like, why do you do this and stuff like that. So it's exciting. It's exciting, man. And with the platform that we're building, man, and trying to help these guys get on, even though they're already professionals, like it's exciting to be able to do that. So I'm
man.
excited,
of course, like you were saying, it's a couple people that are seasoned.
Yeah.
And we say seasoned like 20 bouts or more. You know what I'm saying? Like seasoned, 20 professional. Let me put that out there. I don't mean 20 amateurs. That's totally different. Amateur and professional is totally different. Amateur, you got on headgear. Amateur is a point system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can hit you, boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. You know what I'm saying? The professional is no headgear. It's win the round.
Let's go.
That's what it is, man. So it's a couple people that are seasoned. There's a couple people that's not. So, but at the same time, man, I understand, like, we trying to shed light on them, but I once again, I appreciate Coach Mays and Rio in there for allowing us to even come in, man, and cut our teeth in the boxing podcast world.
Yeah.
So big shout out to them, man. Big shout out to them.
For sure. And like you said, man, we'll be with these guys every step of the way.
Man, I'll be there tomorrow.
Hey, there you go. We're going every step of the way, man. And keep interviewing these guys and keep putting these guys in front of you. And while we're on the subject of like boxing, because that's the whole purpose of the podcast, right? I need your take on the Tank fight.
Oh,
I need your take. I'm gonna
let you go first, man. I'm gonna let you go first. So okay, so that wasn't even a question. You just said you need my take on the fight.
There you go.
So I'm gonna start my initial take. My initial take, Tank lost. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Because of the knee? I think the knee solidified it. Sometimes, man, when you go into fights like this, the bigger name guys already, before the opening bell even starts, he already up 2-0 on the scorecards just because he's the bigger name. He the A side, as they say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think, I think the way Tank landed some heavy shots, true enough, but I felt like Lamont Roach Jr. landed cleaner shots and was as more effective and a little more busier.
Facts.
Tank had a good round, like 5th, 6th. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing some things together.
That's when he wake up though.
It's
normal.
At the same time, that's his normal. But you heard what Snapback said on the interview, bro. You only good as your last fight.
That's fact.
So it don't matter about how you usually do things. You in the ring now. Yeah. So really, you only as good as your last round, because that's what the judges remember.
Yeah.
That's how he scored. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta round by round.
Yeah.
Punch by punch.
But I'm just saying, more so in regards to his, not to cut you off, but more so to his fighting style. Tank is and he's used to guys like just overexerting themselves 1 through 6. He gonna let you tire yourself out, and he gonna come 6th round after all right, you done? Now it's my turn.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's when he usually kind of wakes up and he knocking guys out and doing all that. And so, but I think the difference with this fight was, man, Roach wasn't backing down. Man, Roach stood in there. We're going toe to toe. I'm not about to run from you. I'm gonna keep coming. You gonna hit me, but I'm gonna hit you, and I ain't running from you.
I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna wait to see if you say it first. Go ahead.
But no, so that's just my take on it. But like even watching the fight, And I said the same thing. My initial reaction was, yo, he lost his fight. One, he didn't want it to come down to a decision, because I was like, I didn't think that they was gonna let him lose if it came down to a decision.
They weren't. That's why it was a draw.
Facts. And so that was my initial, like, man, they're not gonna let him lose like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Unless it was a convincing, like, unless Roach was really prime example. I know I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, but prime example, when B-Ball beat Canelo, it was obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know who B-Ball was when that fight went down.
Facts.
Everybody just thought Canelo was gonna walk through him.
Yep.
Not realizing Canelo was going up to his division.
Yep.
Canelo went up to 175.
Yep.
B-Ball fights at 175, but he probably walking around at 185, 190.
Yeah, no, facts.
So he got down to 175 for the weigh-in, but it was no rehydration clause. So it's no telling what he really was at the time of the first bell.
Yeah.
Now going back to Tank. The only way I saw the judges giving that to Lamont was if he did it convincingly.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, prime example, I think one of the judges' scorecard gave Tank the first round. Tank connected one punch.
The first few rounds.
Roach connected 3.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How, Sway?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, then it goes back to this. I was wanting to see if you're gonna go there.
Okay.
Lamont Roach didn't back down because Lamont Roach grew up around Tank.
I know.
They came up together.
Yeah.
They sparred together.
They even showed them as kids.
So I don't know why you thought as Tank that this dude was just gonna lay down.
Facts. He know you.
He ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
He already the champion 130. He got a belt at 130.
Yep.
You got a belt at 135.
Yep.
He didn't have to vacate. He got permission to come up to chase your belt.
Yeah.
He ain't got nothing to lose. Whether he lose you or not,
don't matter.
He not losing his belt.
Facts.
And he getting a check.
Yeah.
Like that, to me, this is what watching Tank, bro, throughout the whole fight. And I said this another group there that I got. Tank fought like, all right, I'm getting my homeboy paid.
Maybe you're saying that.
He wasn't focused. He wasn't locked in. He arguing with his corner. The corner trying to tell him to do, and he hollering at Barry Hunter talking about, hey, man, y'all need to listen to what I'm telling you. Or listen to me. I'm like, what? How did it work?
Yeah.
You in the 12th round thinking you in the 8th round.
Right.
But you want your corner, your coaches, the people that's trying to help you get this man out of here, you want them to listen to you. So that right there showed me he wasn't focused.
Yeah.
He up there not talking trash, talking about, because, Mom Dukes was there. What that mean, bro? Everybody, bro, you were talking crazy to Ryan Garcia, mama, kid, wife, ex-wife, all that.
Always talking crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So it just felt like, and then like the whole thing of dynamic was you had a different lead trainer. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Ford was in the corner, but he wasn't at a whole camp. He had his own stuff going on. Barry Hunter's always been he's been with Tank for years. Yeah. But it's different when that head switches. You know what I'm saying? When it goes to head trainer, the number 2 trainer, and all that, man. So to me, I had Tank losing. So I'm just gonna be straight up and down.
So for the ones that's not really savvy with boxing, what's the difference like between the head trainer and number 2 trainer? Like what will be the difference in that? If it's still if the mission and the goal is still the same, right? And if I'm number 2, I'm looking at what has number 1 done this whole time to make Tank successful.
No, I can't.
So I'm asking.
I can't speak on that because it's different for every camp.
Okay.
When I say camp, I mean every team, right? I don't mean like actual training camp. I mean like every team, because some people have the same people that's been in their corner since day one. And usually it's just like a coaching staff, bro. Like offensive side, they put a game plan together. Defensive side got a game plan together. You got a head coach, right? But at the same time, the head coach probably got some input and some say. Yeah. So usually they just and Tank's always had that dynamic where all of them work together. All of them work together. Yeah. Some people it's different because it's a lot of fathers that are head trainers, right? Lamont Roach, his dad is his head trainer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez, his dad, his head trainer. Yeah. Bill Haney, Devin Haney. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Angel that was with Danny Garcia. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it's always different dynamics. I got you. All right, the Mayweathers, he had riff with his dad, and it was his uncle, then it was back to his dad, and it was his uncle. So it's always different in these camps. I really can't answer how they work in their own say. I got Sometimes it's just a title, because maybe I've been with you the longest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, since you was a pup in amateur, like because Tank been with Calvin, so he was like 8. Dang. You know what I'm saying? So he been with Calvin since 8, but I think Barry Hunter been there for 20 years too.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's different. It all depends, man. So I can't really answer that for them per se.
I got you.
And then you have some people out here, man, who just switching trainers left and right.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Some people, you know, they might be 24-0 and then they lose one and they think it's a trainer's fault. I'm like, how's the trainer's fault? He got you this far?
Man, nah, that's facts. Now I was just curious, man. When you said that, I'm like, what would be the difference? Like, if the goal is still the same and the mission is still the same, but I get what you're saying. Like, every camp is different. Like, every camp is different. Everybody's approach is different, and then for some people, it can just be the title, right? So now I get that.
I mean, it's just. I can talk about the Tank not being focused, man. Like from the time like the fight was announced, he talking about, you know, his retirement and this, that, and the third. Like you talking about everything other than the fight.
Facts.
Like it just wasn't the Tank we used to. Like think about it, man. Like Tank's last fight with Frank Martin, completely different.
It was
than how he was with this one.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody want to say, oh, well, Calvin Ford this, Calvin Ford that. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Because even though Calvin Ford been with him all these years, Calvin ain't got no ring and threw damn punch and took one for him.
Not one time.
Not a single punch.
Nah, not one. No, you're right.
So everybody gotta understand and realize, man, like it takes one shot. Like everybody got a boxer chance.
Yeah.
Everybody got a puncher chance, bro.
Yeah.
It might be one lucky shot, but did it get you out of here?
Yeah. And then, man, and they had it's funny, and I'm being stupid when I say this, just like silly, but bro, they bet $250K on who was gonna win between them two.
No, it wasn't who's gonna win.
It was Tank gonna knock him out.
Yes.
Oh, so Tank lost.
Tank said he bet him $250K that he was gonna get him out of there, meaning knock him out.
Got you. Come on, Tank. You got to come up off that.
But it's just it's
come up off that.
Yeah, he gonna have to, man. So I don't. It's so much I can say, bro, on that aspect, man. So what's your fault? Everybody talking about it. I get it. The whole world's already said what they felt about it.
Yeah.
Tank taking the knee in the 9th round. What's your thought? Knockdown or no knockdown?
Man. So it again, I guess it's subjective, right? If one, you can't do that to go wipe your face, and I get it, the grease in your eye, and now the girl who did his hair, she on social media, she clowning, and I get all of that. But like, you can't take a knee historically, no matter what. I don't care if you need to just fix your jock strap. You can't take a knee without that being considered.
Not the jock strap.
But you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
without that being considered a knockdown. So, yes. But on the flip side, Roach did the same thing. Why nobody talking about that? They're talking about Tank doing it because he went to wipe his face. But Roach did the exact same thing. Tank didn't knock him down. He was getting hit, bump, took a knee.
Yeah, I guess because they were both firing off, but
it's subjective.
Tanks was, but it's my thing, right? Like you can't turn into Colin Kaepernick in the middle of the fight. like the boy took it. I'm just saying, right? So arguably a lot of people, a lot of the casual boxing fans, greatest fighter of all time is Floyd, right?
Yeah,
Floyd took a knee. What did the ref do? He started counting.
Yeah.
Floyd, that's Floyd's only knockdown.
Yeah.
And that was him taking a knee.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's why that goes back to the thing where I just said, like some people have it to where because you're the A side, or you the name, you the draw.
Yeah.
Like Tank got a belt, true enough, but Tank sells, bro. Like
he do.
We gonna come out. And when I say we, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We gonna come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a show every time because Tank usually does what casual boxing fans want to see.
Right.
They just want to see somebody getting slept.
Yep. He gonna do it every time.
Tank gonna send somebody to the upper room every time, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what they come to see.
Yeah.
That's what they come to see.
Yeah.
So it's just like it goes back to the thing, man. Some of those names you already the judges. It's tough being a judge, bro, and not have a favorite or be biased.
For sure.
You know what
I'm
saying?
I actually like that judge too.
But that what you talking about the ref Popeye?
Yeah, Popeye.
But it's my thing, man. My boy started counting and then stopped. You ain't peep that.
I did not peep that.
Go back and watch it again. He started counting.
Yeah.
And then stopped once Tank told him what happened. And was like, hey man, you can't be doing that. You can't be blah blah blah. He started counting
So why didn't they count that as a knockdown? In your opinion?
That's his thing.
Okay, then why didn't they count Roaches as a knockdown?
He probably didn't see it.
He was right in front of him. Yeah. Man, that's why I said put the recap on. He was in front of him.
I know it was, but like I'm saying, hey man,
that's crazy.
I don't know if my boy done messed up his money. He won't have another big fight for a long time.
Roach or Tank?
No, I'm talking about the ref.
Oh yeah,
Steve Willis. He might well go on.
Yeah,
put his papers in.
Yeah,
go retire, hang him up, man.
I ain't gonna go that far,
man. So one thing, getting off Tank for a second, man.
All right.
I saw good old Keith Thurman is fighting in Australia on a Wednesday night. I thought Buddy retired 2 years ago.
He doing the same thing Floyd doing. Floyd had a fight over there in Japan somewhere.
But Floyd
at
fighting
2:00 in the morning.
Floyd fighting. Floyd is retired and fighting more exhibitions more frequently than bro. I want you to think about this. Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao. Took 3 years off.
But got paid.
Don't matter.
I know. I'm just saying.
Took 3 years off. Fought again. He's fought. This is gonna be the second fight in 6 years.
Oh, that money.
He lost to Pacquiao. 3 years off.
He literally took 3 years off. Or you being dramatic,
bro?
You being right. You're right.
That man fought in 2019.
Okay.
Pacquiao.
Yep.
Was it Pat? I think that had to be Pat.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was in San Antonio then. That had to be Pat. 2022. Mario Barrios from the San Antonio Mario Barrios.
Okay.
He fought him because that was Barrios' first fight. 47
and 22.
That was 2022.
Dang. Time flying by. But go ahead.
It's 2025.
Yeah.
That was February of 2022. It's March of 25. You do the math.
Yeah. That money.
But he's still calling for a title shot. If you need some money, just say it. Say that. Say that. But you
ain't gonna say that,
bro. We all get it.
Yeah.
This is my thing, man. Like, you call yourself one time Keith, one time Thurman. Meaning, like, it only take me one time to hit you, you gonna drop. Yeah, okay.
Right.
It should be Keith fight one time every 3 years, Thurman.
That's what he meant by one time.
There gotta be.
That's what he meant.
Because at first it was every 2 years, then he upgraded to 3.
Yeah. Man needed a break.
Man, listen.
What that bag must be 3 years?
But he ain't getting no money. He fight on a Wednesday night in Australia.
I ain't talking about that fight. I'm saying his Pacquiao bag.
The pack. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, that must have been good. 3 years off. That's a long. First of all, that's too long. That's like with. And I'm gonna kind of go football. That's like with football. You can't take 3 years off and then you about to just step on the field. So how he stepping? Did he win in 2022?
Against Barrios?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then there you go. He feel like he can take time off and come back.
Bro. He getting older. He pushing 40. Hey. Reaction time slower.
Yeah.
Hand-eye coordination getting worse. Footwork. It's harder to lose weight.
How's he looking right now?
I couldn't tell in the picture. His shirt was kind of,
Yeah.
He looked like he was on point. Again, I just saw the picture in the comment saying that they was fighting. I didn't look into it.
In 6 years.
I didn't look into it like what they fighting at. So I don't know if it's 47 or 54. I hope to God it's 54. Because if it's 47, you done shriveled down and you gonna get clipped.
Yeah,
but you might get clipped anyway.
So who we fighting down there?
Bro, let me pull it up on the messages, man.
I got you.
Let me pull it up, bro.
Man, that's a long time to be off, man. I can't even imagine.
He is fighting Brock Jarvis, in Sydney, Australia on March the 12th.
Who's that?
Keith Thurman is 30-1 with 22 KOs. And Brock Jarvis is 22-1 with 20 KOs. They fighting a super welterweight, so they fighting 154.
Let me look at this dude. Brock Jarvis?
Yes. Like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Jarvis. Jarvis. Yep.
Let me see what this dude is.
Dude, record kind of solid though, bro. Keith Thurman better be on his P's and Q's if he get clipped for real. He gets sent down under for real.
Let's see. 23 bouts.
He 22-1. 22-1, bro. He look like he's solid though. Usually, I ain't gonna lie. Usually, them Australians, they ain't bad. They not bad.
His only loss was to Liam Paro. Who that is?
I know who that is. How long ago was that loss? That's the question.
It just say October 22.
Okay, so 3 years ago. How many times he fought since then?
Twice.
Okay, so
March of 23 and then December of 24.
Okay, so that means
he just had a recent fight,
right? So he
Adrian Rodriguez.
Okay. So that might be bad. I won't be watching it because that time difference crazy, and I had to watch the highlights, man. But yeah, bro, it's man.
I'm looking at who he fought. He ain't really. I mean, not nobody to write home about. Keith Thurman gonna work him.
Yeah, okay.
Keith Thurman gonna.
I hope so.
Mark my words. Keith Thurman is gonna win this one.
And when it don't happen, I want y'all to hold him accountable. To make him. He got to apologize on this
Keith,
podcast.
If you seeing this, I'm counting on you, man.
Thurman ain't gonna see this, but
he is.
It'll get to him eventually.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna send it to him after the fight. And like, bro, I told you, gonna get clipped.
No, I sent it to him before.
Okay, bet.
I'm just saying, hey.
Okay. He's sensitive though, man. He probably ain't gonna look at it.
This dude,
Keith Thurman be on podcasts and on the internet crying, bro.
For real?
That man sensitive, dog.
Who you got? Who's the next big fight other than Keith Thurman and what he got going on?
The next one I'm looking forward to is gonna be a 147 bout. Jerron Boots Ennis is fighting Stanionis.
All right, elaborate a little bit.
Stanionis is a guy who's been every time he had a fight lined up, somebody got hurt. So he hadn't fought as much as he should, but that one's gonna be a good chess match. It's gonna be a banger because he sits down on punches, heavy hands. He's got a good jab. He's got a good hook. And Boots, we really don't know. Boots was hyped up to be the next, Bud Crawford and all that. But Boots didn't look too good in his last couple bouts. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be interesting to see how he bounces back and to see if he really trying to take this step. Because while he was so busy trying to chase Crawford or Spence down, he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. And he might well get Crawford out of his taste buds. He might well get that out your mind because Crawford got bigger fish to fry.
Hey, who we got?
Crawford?
Canelo?
That's in September. We'll talk about that in a few months.
I know, but that's gonna be
Canelo got a fight before that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the next one I'm looking forward to is gonna be that whole weekend, man. You got May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th. So May 2nd, you got Ryan Garcia's headlining.
Okay.
Teofimo Lopez, I think, is a co-main. Or he's just on the card. And then you got Devin Haney's on the card also. Yes. So all three of those are fighting, and those should be some good fights.
Yeah.
On the 3rd is when you have Canelo.
Okay.
I'm not sure who all was on that card yet. They just had the press conference for that one today. I didn't get a chance to check that out. So by the time y'all see this, they just had the press conference yesterday.
Okay.
And then May the 4th, you got the monster. Anyway. He's fighting.
Who we fighting?
Don't let me lie to you.
Okay.
Oh no, he fighting old boy from San Antonio. Cardenas in Vegas. That's gonna be the monster's first fight in the United States.
The
4th. Yep, May 4th.
That's gonna be huge.
If I pronounce Buddy's name from San Antonio wrong, I apologize. But he's actually from here. The city's doing something like a send-off before he goes to Vegas for him. I had to look at the date, man. So we might have to try to tap into that. Right.
Yeah, I have to tap in.
We have to tap into that, man. But yeah, man, that's so those two fights, man. So you got April 12th. It's some more fights off in between there, but the ones I'm looking forward to, first of all, it's gonna be March 29th at the Tech Port.
Yes, sir.
With TNB Promotions.
Yes, sir.
With some local favorites, some up and coming names. RPPodcast, TKO will be in the building.
Yes, sir. Hey, we'll be there for the weigh-in too.
For sure. Facts.
We'll be there that Friday for the weigh-in.
Facts.
And then we'll be there that Saturday for all the fights.
It's gonna be a long weekend, brother. But we're gonna make it happen because Sunday we gotta come back and do a recap.
We do.
Either Sunday or Monday. One of the two.
It's gonna have to be Monday.
Okay, that's cool. I'm good with it.
It's gonna have to be. Hey, so we'll be we are definitely taking this show on the road. So Friday we'll be here. Turn around Saturday. We got to run up to Fort Worth.
So
and then we'll be in Fort Worth Saturday morning. We'll be back here Saturday night for the fights.
Saturday evening
For the fights. And then we turn around
Sunday morning.
Go back to Fort Worth for Sunday morning ish. And then we'll be back here in San Antonio Sunday night. And then we'll do our recap that Monday for y'all.
For sure.
So it's going to be an amazing weekend. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, what are you waiting on? Get your tickets.
For sure, man.
Hey, it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Me too, dog. Because we received a lot of love.
We did
from everybody, man. Everybody was appreciative to have us on, man.
For sure.
The fighters were excited to be to get interviewed, man. I know we couldn't grab everybody that we wanted to get on, man, because they kind of kicked us out. They hit the lights.
Yeah,
the workers was ready to shut that thing down.
You gotta go home. But you gotta get up out of here.
But no, it's definitely looking forward to it, man. Definitely looking forward to being able to just cover another sport that I love. I know you big on it also, man.
Sure.
But just excited, bro. We still had the regular podcast, like we said, man. But the boxing content, y'all might well be ready. It might be sometime where it's just me and a guest.
Yeah,
he at work, or sometimes it might just be
we coming
me.
In hot.
I might just, you get on YouTube, you get that notification. I done jumped on live at the gym.
Yeah,
we're gonna be tapping in. Of course, we got Pure Technique, man. We'll try to tap in a couple other gyms I know local guys are fighting at.
Yeah,
we got to try to get with Corey Snapback Cat.
Yep,
get with him, man. Let him, feature him a little bit, man. Like I said on Sunday, got a gym out in San Marcos, man. Got a guy we tapping in with. So we be tapping in with young Paul down in Uvalde.
Yep.
So it's some big things coming, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. We gonna be, when he say on the road, the show is gonna be on the road, baby.
Man.
Hey, it might be pop the phone up, get the wireless speakers, let's go.
And let's go.
It might be a promo video here, there. It might just be a workout here, there.
Yep.
Quick interviews, man. We gonna make sure we give y'all the content you're looking for. We're gonna make sure we are doing these fighters just due.
For sure.
And showing them the respect that they deserve, man. Because I knew what it took to be a boxer.
Yeah.
But it's different when you go in there and see it in person.
It's different. Hey, and the best way to keep up with what we're doing, subscribe
to YouTube. Make sure you ring that bell. Ring the bell. That will notify you every time we drop something.
Every time, like he said, if you pop up and go live, you could be at work, you can be in your car, you could be sitting on the toilet, whatever you're doing. When we go live, you're going to get a notification. You tune in.
And fellas, just like he said, we all know we sit on the toilet, we stay watching videos on YouTube, scrolling through some reels or something. So, hey, man, I don't care. Just tune in, support these young men, these older men. Just support everybody, man, from coaches, cut men, trainers, strength conditioning coaches, all the way down to the young pups. We're going to be, and young ladies, excuse me. I don't want to just say young pups. It's some young ladies in the gym holding it down also, man. So yeah, man, we definitely want to be on the lookout for that.
And we want to give y'all the opportunity. If y'all have you see us and we're live, or you see us on March 28th, we'll be doing the weigh-in, right? If you see this on March 28th and you say, hey, man, I got some questions that I want to ask, like, man, shoot us your questions, because we can tackle some of them questions after they fight March 29th. We can when we interview them post-fight, we can kind of ask some of those questions. And then when we do our recap on the next week, you know what I'm saying, we can kind of elaborate a little bit more on some of the questions that we asked and some of the answers that we got in return. So like you said, we want to do these guys and young ladies, they're just due when we interview them, and we want to take this and we want to get them all over the world.
For sure, man.
So like, subscribe, copy, paste, send this to everybody, put it on your social media. Everybody, it's a 6 degrees of separation, right? Everybody knows somebody through 6 different people. So just spread the word of what we're trying to do, and let's get this going.
For sure, man. But like you just said, and with describing all that, man, you see the merch.
Yes, sir.
You see the merch, the logo, man. We got the TKO.
That's another.
You got the white shirt, the black shirt, man. Whatever color you're looking for, we just DM us, man. We got hoodies on the way.
Yes, sir.
Thinking, I know it's about to warm up, but man, thinking some little jogger suits, little track suits or something like that, man. If you want some little shorts, what have you, just DM us, man. We'll start taking pre-orders and we'll get everything put together and sent out to you, man.
Absolutely.
Of course, we said I don't know if we said it on this one, man, but if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, or want to help support the channel, man, as we get on the road to cover these fighters, cover these these amateurs, the Golden Gloves, professional fight bouts, whatever it might be, man. If you feel it in your heart to want to support the channel, reach out to us. We'll have different ways soon that you can help support and all this stuff, man. But of course, we appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you tuning in to the TKO, baby.
That's right.
To the TKO.
Hey, and you see how we came at y'all today.
Howdy. I can't take it off. It's hot right now.
Yeah.
Stuck in my head.
Hey, but we appreciate y'all. Hey, this is episode 2.
This is episode 2. Show this.
Yes,
sir. Episode 2 of the TKO.
Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all. Hey, until next time.
You know what? We gotta make it official like boxing, right?
Okay, let's do it.
This ain't episode 2. It's the second round.
It's the second round.
The second round of
second
TKO.
round TKO.
Yes,
we out of here. Peace.